I've said it before and I'll say it again, but you are gonna hear the same rant again. Let the games begin. The Madonna Horror Complex got y'all missing out on some good ass head. Because, okay, so I met this guy recently, right? The guy who does coke, or did coke past tense. He hasn't done it since. Good boy. Either way, with him, simply put, I wasn't gonna take him seriously because it's like this is just some dude contacting me at 4 a.m. like, hey, I'm looking for someone to do coke with and maybe fuck. Are you that person? I was like, no, I have post-sex psychosis. I physically can't do that. Also, I'm extremely straight edge. Like, no thank you. My highest vice is energy drinks and maybe alcohol, and even then I still fucking hate alcohol. And he was like, okay, respect that. And we talked some more and it was cool, but he started doing that thing that men do where like you see their brain kind of shift from hold it. This young madam seems to not only be like, we started sexting, not with photos, just with words, but they do this thing where in their brain you can kind of detect that they're like, hold it, this young lady seems too based to just be a common whore. Come, come, let's me take you out for mini golf and burgers, and you may enter this slow burn romance with me, where I then can work to be worthy of you. But deep down, I'm kind of just thinking, like, nigga, why can't, like, por que no los dos? You know? Why can't we have both? Why can't you eat my fucking pussy and also romance me, or just eat my fucking put? Like, like I've said before, what the fuck is on my face? Oh, it's a that's a fast ass ant. 1 second. All right, I'm back. It's just, damn, that really threw me off. What if I don't want to enter into a slow burn romance with you? Ow, I just fucking punched my vagina. Fuck, and it was bony ass knuckles hit it directly on the pubic mound, and it hit straight bone because I'm bony. God damn it, it's like the universe is telling me not to make this video. I'm still gonna make it. I'll put it this way: if I'm talking to some like tall ass nigga who may or may not do coke, and is out here talking to me about how well he wants to eat my pussy and how he can make me come a million times and how we can make a tape or whatever if we wanted to, only on my phone, of course, then I already put you in a box. What annoys me is when it's kind of like a mutual understanding that it's like, hi, like, imagine you're a man and you're like, okay, Timothy, you seem cool. I'm going to put you in the slut her out box. And then I'm like, that's cool. I also will put you in the exact same slut him out box. And we will both be in the slut out boxes for each other. And we can have fun. And then usually something about the man, they'll be like, wow, this girl knows what Sam and Max is. She knows about that video game saga and the cartoon. Oh, she says she doesn't have a gag reflex. Oh, and she has really good taste in movies. You know what? I'm gonna take you out the slut her out box, where you can just get the pleasures of me giving you really bomb head for hours, making you come, making you squirt, all that fun shit. And I'm gonna put you in the potential wife material box, and the potential wife material box is just is like there. I'm gonna and it's like it's just like a dusty old box that I can't access for later. I'll put it this way: if someone comes up to you and they're like, I can give you like $500 right now, or I can give you like $5,000 in a check that you will not be able to access for like maybe like half a year from now. How does that sound? I would rather just give me the dollar. Just put the fucking money in my hand right now, cuz it's like, why do I don't want to wait for my gratification. And it's just cuz, how do I put this? There's a million ways I could go with this topic. I'll put it this way: sometimes I don't need a man trying to convince me that I'm his soulmate. Sometimes I just want my whole aid. You get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I don't need a man talking about, you're so cool, you're so amazing. We could go to a Giants game sometime. I can get you box seats. I could get you tickets to that concert. We could do a little birthday trip to Costa Rica. I can get your hair done, nails done, everything did. Oh, like I don't need that. Sometimes I just want you to put your mouth on this hole and shut the fuck up. I don't need any more. No more love bombing, no more games, no more future faking. It's like niggas who are just kind of upset that they're gonna get sex immediately. And because it's like they know deep down in their brain that they want some sort of chase to get them like vasopressin and all sorts of like gratification. And it's like, I hate to break it to you, you should just play a video game. I want my whole munched. There's a million ways it's gone wrong in my lifetime when men have tried to be like, oh, I'm gonna try to make Tamia into a wife material type girl without asking if that's what she even wants. It's like, yeah, nigga, you didn't ask if I want to marry you. You didn't ask if I want to have a future with you. You just started saying that you want a future with me and started projecting that onto me. and hounding me about it. And then it's just awkward because it's like, why are you fucking up the dynamic? You're supposed to be the guy that when I say, come, Jester, send me videos of your penis, you come here wobbling and you spin that shit and I clap for you. And that's how it goes. But then I don't know. I'll put it this way: with so many things, with like how it is to date men, it's like there's a lot of chase needed that I don't have in me. I'm not the type of person that wants to be like, ooh, I had sex with them, so now I have to vanish mysteriously for like half a week before I show back up into the life. I don't want to have to do that. Like, how do I put this? Did I have a nice time with him on the date we had? Absolutely, absolutely. He was wonderful. I very much enjoyed our company. But now it's just that weird little limbo space for, I don't know. Ugh. Like, do I subconsciously want relationship-esque behavior? Maybe. But deep down, he has been busy. He got out of a 12-year relationship and he's had his own shit. He's dealing with a lot on his plate right now. And frankly, so am I. I don't know if I truly want to tangle myself up in a relationship, and I'm gonna say it as bluntly as I can, and I hope he doesn't see this video, but it doesn't fucking matter to me either way. I don't know if I see him as relationship material. Because it's like, okay, this is a poor guy. Let's just say I'm not gonna talk about his housing situation on the internet. I'm not gonna say it, but the face I made is like, let's just say it's nothing quite impressive. Or actually, no, it is quite impressive, but it's like, I'll just say it. It's bad enough that I don't want to say the type of environment he's living in out loud, out of, because I do have negative mindsets about it. But, you know, like, good on him for finding a way to live on his own, is what I'll say. If I were to have a guy who was a boyfriend or boyfriend adjacent person in my life, I'd like him to be the type where he makes money, where he can support himself and also support me. Not entirely be my provider, but if he wants to, absolutely, go ahead. Like, that's why I got along well with the guys before him, because those were those types. And it seems like he wants to be that type. Like, you know, but it's like he's not there yet. And I don't really like the idea of dating a guy who's not there yet. Because, I'll put it this way, here I am, like, oh no, I want to have sex with him, but if I have sex with him too soon, he's gonna inevitably get bored of me and toss me aside and leave me alone. But at the same time, I want sex, and he seems like the most fun and potentially compatible option for it, and I do really want to get fucked really hard by this guy. He's very attractive to me. But then another part is like, if I fuck him, I can ruin a potential relationship dynamic. But on the other hand, it's like, I would probably ruin it anyway, because if I have someone who's romantically invested in me, but if having sex ruins everything, then deep down they were probably not the person for me. Cause, yeah. And I'm already feeling like emotionally triggered right now. Just because it's like, I'll put it this way, he's busy. And he's genuinely busy. He's not fake busy. He is genuinely like working on like 2 to 3 papers at once, doing a bunch of research and assignments busy. Genuinely. He told me last night, he was like, I'm tired of being poor, so I have to work hard now so that I can actually afford what I want in life. And you know, it's like, okay, one day he might be an architect. He might make 100K or something. That could be great. But deep down, it's like, hey, I'm young. I want to have my fun. I don't think I want to slowly date a dude and have him work hard to impress me when he can't even impress me now. It's like, okay, well, actually, he did buy me that dress that I really like. It's cute, but I'll put it this way, it doesn't fit, and he can't even afford to get it tailored. Like, if I were to, I'll put it this way. If I were dating a man, I don't want to date the type of guy where it's like we can't do shit unless it's like buy one, get one fucking Shake Shack or 7-Eleven deals. I don't want to date the type of man where it's like, okay, we only have enough space in their extremely small living quarters, which I don't want to say the name of, to fuck like animals. I don't want to date the type of guy where it's like, I've mentioned it before, I don't want to date the type of guy where I say I want to watch something and it's on Amazon, and instead of renting a $3 movie, they go, oh no, let's just fuck it. Or even if it's free on Amazon, they don't have an Amazon account. So then next thing you know, we have to go on some fucked up ass Japanese knockoff website that will show us 1,000 hot porn stars in your area ads over and over and over. I don't know. I'm just saying I want better for myself. And I think I finally, when I met him, I thought I was finally at the point of this seems like a decent guy who will not cause me stress, where he can hang out with me and we can fuck. Someday when I feel mentally stable for it, but he could be fun for like casual making out, sexting, maybe oral type shit. You know, someone to test the waters with or satisfy me as I still was going to search for somebody who, I don't know. Like, I'll put it this way. my plan was this could be a guy who could be cool until, the guy who is going to take me to Costa Rica comes back into my life. Or as I deal with dates from other types of men. Like a fallback guy. Everybody has one. And I know you're like, that might be a little fucked up. It's the truth. But newsflash, I genuinely like him. I do. He seems pretty cool. I like his presence. I like his energy. He's very fun to be around. I like him. Um, and I didn't expect us to have so much fun on the first date we did. And then the second time we met up, he literally showed up to an event I was throwing, and he was a great presence. We had plenty of White Claws. We didn't really kiss much, but I don't know. He showed up, and that still meant a lot to me, and he praised me for how good the event was. And even then, he was gonna see me yesterday, if not for an assignment. Like, he got like three out of nowhere assignments dropped on his head. So he just couldn't. And I don't know if we'll still meet today. We were gonna go out for Italian food and pasta, but a part of me is just like, I don't know, what do I want? Do I want him as a friend? Do I want him as a fuck? What do I want him as? I don't know. It's annoying, to say the least. Also, what's so like, I'll put it this way: he was supposed to just be a guy where it's like, okay, cool. He has traits that I don't find attractive. He has brokenness. He has drug addiction. He doesn't have a job. His housing isn't great, and his future is unknown. But then he's hyping up about like, ooh, just wait and see, just wait and see. I'll make an amazing future for you and for me, and you're gonna be so impressed by how disciplined I get, how strong I am, how smart I am, how much I succeed. And you can tell he was really trying to like actually be like, I like this girl and I think she deserves the best. I need to prove I'm worthy of her because I know that she deserves better than me. And that's true. But it's still like, and I hope if he sees this video, I hope he doesn't get too mad. He shouldn't be on my fucking channel anyway. I will say this: he seems cool, but deep down I know what I want. I don't want to be the type of lady where it's like, the only type of restaurant I can go to when I'm older with a man is Applebee's, and he will never think to take me out to anything more fine dining than that. That's not the type of man I want to be with. I don't want the type of man where, like, like the type of man that allegedly likes me, but then if I say, hey, I want you to grab me a hair conditioner from Lush so that I can get my hair back together, will you help me do it? And then just entirely ignores the text message that I sent to talk about something else. I don't like that shit. And I should be getting an ick, and I don't know. And I guess a part of me is just like, it could all be so easy. He could have just been the guy where we had our little meetup, he puts his mouth on it, and then nothing else happens. But I don't know, I think that would have fucked up something in my brain in one way or another. But at the same time, an emotional connection is fun, but at the same time, it still poses another risk. Just like how having sex in any way can get me emotionally attached to somebody and make me feel really volatile and tense, so can me genuinely getting an emotional attachment. So let's just say it's a bad surprise of me being like, all right, this guy's cool enough and attractive enough where I don't think I'm going to like him too much. So I can probably safely have sex with him without getting attached because I know subconsciously deep down he has nothing that I actually want and I don't find him pleasurable. Just for him to make me really happy in the time we spent together. I'll just say it like this: it's like a sick game of chasing. And so it's kind of like you can choose one or the other. That's historically how men have worked when it comes to me, and it's very annoying. It's like, why can't we have sex and then you also treat me like a fucking person who's worthy of romance and adoration and joy? You do know you can do both, right? Why is it that I have to choose between this is a guy who treats me as a person and as a human, but only if I repress any sexual desires of mine and pretend like I don't want him? So then he wants me and will chase me, and next thing you know, he'll work hard for me and get me roses and flowers and all this shit. Deep down, it's like, what would my reward be? Dating a broke guy who might take like a year or like 13 years to actually get financially stable enough for me? No, thank you. I could just go for a rich guy who's gonna, like, I'll put it this way: do you want to spend time working on a car that's broken for like 13 years just to like get it on the road and it's just barely working and running as smooth as every other car? Or do you just want to buy a car that's good off the lot? I'll take a car that's good off the lot. But I will admit the dating scene has been annoying. So even though I have been meeting men with money, they've been incredibly fucking boring, incredibly annoying and irritating, and just so fucking frustrating. And so it was no wonder that it's like on some random night when I was up at 4 a.m., this guy just sparked my attention sexually, but then comedically, and then personality wise, and then next thing you know, we just keep having dates and seeing each other. And I don't know. I don't know what he wants, and I don't know what I want. Deep down, I don't think of not like I just don't know. Maybe I'd be a little more blunt if he also didn't find the social media, which I guess is worth bringing up. I don't care if he sees this or if he doesn't. It doesn't matter much to me. If he causes me issues, he's gonna get dealt with in a way that he will not like. So I suggest he never fucking give. Because if he gives me issues, ironically, it proves my fucking point about why I do not like to date men monogamously and why I wasn't even looking to date a man when I met him. Because I didn't want issues. I'll say it like this. I forget where this was. It was a few days ago or something like that. I don't know why, but he just. Oh yeah, I sent him a link to something on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, Instagram just recommended me your profile, by the way, so I'm snooping." And then I guess he noticed in one of my reels that I talked about a YouTube channel. So then he looked at my YouTube channel, and then he got nosy, and that's extremely fucking annoying to me because it's like, how about this? If we are casually dating and being a small harmless fling, keep it a small harmless fling. You do not need to go through miles of my social media and be nosy if we are being a small harmless fling. But he did, for whatever fucking reason. He seemed to like what he saw. He did, like, he was amused. He did seem to like it, and he did seem to appreciate it. But it still got on my nerves. Mainly since it's like, come on, dude, I want you to know the part of me that's just like a cute, pretty girl who has nice jewelry, cute outfits, nice hair, perfect from head to toe, and you get to think of me as someone who will not fuck up your life, who doesn't care about you deep down, and where it can be a nice surface level but still plenty fun bond. Why are you trying to dig deeper than that? Because that's just gonna hurt me when later on down the line you lose interest. And I don't need that shit. I don't need it. Fuck. When I met him, I thought this is just some dude who can munch my hole. And now look at us. How long has it been? It's been a week. Maybe. Like, I don't even think it's been 2 full weeks. And if it has, then I'm really bad at keeping track of time. I'll put it like this. I think he's chill. I don't think we actually genuinely have a future, and I don't think I'm patient enough for it. And deep down, I don't think I want the type of man that only wants me if I am some elusive, hard to get figure who always, like, sorry, I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person where if I wake up in the mornings, I want to say good morning to you if we like each other, and good night to you if we like each other, and update each other about each other's days just to have fun and be pleasant. I want the type of guy where if I'm dating him, I don't have to worry about things. I don't have to worry about silly things like, oh, is my hair done or not? Oh, am I emotionally distressed? Oh, do I lack food? And I don't have to worry. If I'm dating someone and actually dating genuinely from the bottom of my heart with the intent to love, I want someone who can actually handle me emotionally. I have a lot of emotions. A lot of fucking emotions. Trust me. Like, like all the traumatic shit I've been through in the past few years has left me borderline bedridden and miserable. And I'll put it to you like this in the most easy to understand way possible. I don't want to say his name, but I might, even though it might cause a breakdown. Do you remember my disgusting ex from last year? Nah, I'm not going to say his name. Curse his name to this day. I gave him a shot. White trash type. But, you know, he was promising that he was going to build on the up and up and do so much better and do so good for me. And he was at first. He was when we first met. He was a relatively good gentleman. We'd go out for ramen, or he'd pick me up for this or that, and we had some pretty nice romantic dates. A few slip ups here and there that I thought could be dealt with time and effort, but then I didn't realize that he was just set in those ways. And then you know what happened? The first half of the year was extremely traumatic. Lost a shit ton of friends and sanity and body autonomy. I learned how it was like to date a dude who saw me as better than him, which is a double edged sword. Dating a dude who likes you more than you like him can be great because then they want to impress you as much as possible. But the downside is they can be so insecure that they can even try to sabotage you or destroy you. And they will never truly believe your compliments. They will never believe your praise. They will think you're weird if you actually like them because they themselves don't think of themselves as remotely likable. And it's terrible and it's shitty and it's disgusting. It's one of those things where it's just like, I saw what happened last year when I gave some white boy who came from poor housing conditions, who had a troubled past, and interesting self esteem, who was trying to improve his life. And I gave that guy a chance. And you want to know what happened? I got so fucking traumatized in ways that were awful to my psyche. And I didn't fucking deserve a single bit of that. I still hope that man gets killed. He will get killed. Knowing him, he's gonna fuck with the wrong people and get shot. And that still makes me happy to think about. So, I remember after him and maybe one passive fling with the guy I made out with, let's just say I told myself no more fat men, no more short men, no more poor men. This is something that can kill you if you keep fucking entertaining people who need a chance. Do not give them chances. And then look at me now. I was going through a pretty rough time, and out of nowhere, I'm meeting this dude who is trying to stay disciplined off of porn, sugar, coke, go to the gym, balance school, all of that. And a part of me is like, what if he's secretly going to be unhealthy for me? What if he, in a million different ways, he could be unhealthy for me? What if I obsess over him and start having psychotic episodes again, and breakdowns, and freakouts, and blackouts? We don't want that. Or what if he's just I don't want to think about it. I also thought to myself, what if I feel like I'm not healthy enough for him? So what if he does a million things to get better and he's trying to focus on his college and finding a new job and improving his home and trying to improve his life, and then meanwhile, what am I doing? Texting him all the time, distracting him, just nagging him with my presence on accident, because what if he's the type that wants space and learns to love women through distance, when I'm the type that likes closeness as much as possible, whether it's a form of escapism from my fucked up reality, or whether it's because I just genuinely want consistent attachment and consistently want somebody that cares actually face to face in my life, giving me a nice time. I hate everything, honestly. I got damaged from that hey guy that I was with this year. Before that, there was Mitchell, and let me just say that really, really worsened what was already a bad psychotic break. Any flings I had, even small scale ones, like the one with Boomerang Dick, that one was so bad that I tormented him for 4 months. And it's debatable on if he deserved it, but let's just say, even if he did, not for 4 fucking months, but it doesn't even matter because he tried to match with me on Bumble after still. And even recently, a buddy of mine ran into him in public and was like, yeah, I'm getting ready to see Tam in a second. The second Boomerang Dick heard those words, he was like, oh, cool, see you later, and fled the opposite direction in fucking terror so that he couldn't see me. I don't think I'm healthy enough to date. At least not seriously, and even then, I don't really want to date seriously. Because anytime I gave people a chance to date me seriously, I saw what happened. When Liam and me dated, I saw weaponized incompetence in the most, pardon my French, sorry to say this, but I was in special ed for several decades, I can say it. The most retarded thing ever was Liam was the type of boyfriend to be like, oh, hey, sweetie, I don't know how to use Google Maps, so I can't look up directions. And it's like, nigga, I planned every other aspect of this date. You know how to use Google Maps. It's how you learned how to fucking get here. Like, all that. I don't know. Sometimes I think about what happened between me and Liam, and I want to beat his ass. But don't worry, I never would. I still have some level of care for him, some level, somehow. Sometimes my ex Morgan still tries to reach out to me to this day, and it's like, no, sir, you fucked up an entire year of my life and counting. Like, at first with your extremely fuckboyish, manipulative, like, attention craving, desperate, villain era, weird psycho shit with his narcissistic ass, and then eventually he got good to me, and it was great when it was great, and then he sabotaged it all right when I thought, look at him, Morgan, he's working on being a good person, opening up, communicating, working on his empathy, talking about his fears and his guilt, facing like his traumas head front, apologizing for his actions, being sweet to me. He actually, and I remember he leveled up his jobs multiple times just because he thought, wow, Tamia is great at sex and she really loves me and I adore her personality and she's super great. I want to make her the happiest girl in the world. And then he relapsed. And then everything came crumbling down. And no offense, I'm going to say it. That's kind of why I'm really stressed about trying to make my birthday good this year because a part of me still doesn't really forgive myself for what happened on my birthday when I turned 23. Because, God, I had periods all month from the Plan Bs I had been taking, and Morgan was stressing me out nonstop and being terrible. And how do you, like, let's just say the type of, he ruined so much about my birthday that I don't even know if I want to talk about it. Let's just say the type of asshole to spend $200 on two hats when he knew for months he was hyping up taking you to a Brazilian steakhouse just to fucking let me down. And he did all sorts of weird shit, having random ass jealous fits, getting pissy at me when I rightfully got pissy at other people who disrespected me, uh, fucking, trying to, like, just, he was a rageaholic that day, and he found a way to ruin, like, a good 75% of the day for me, and any part of the day that wasn't ruined just simply wasn't around him. I think it was the first day that I ever actually hit him too. And I don't regret that, and I honestly don't even remember that, and he had that shit coming. I remember the way I got a concussion that night on my birthday, and he still tried to fuck me, and he got mad that I didn't want him to finish and wouldn't let him finish. Because it's like, dude, my brain feels like it's in a hydraulic press, and I feel like I'm about to faint and literally fucking die. I see static, the walls are spinning, it sounds like I'm underwater, and it feels like I'm gonna die any second, and you're still worried about a nut. I really want Morgan killed. I want Morgan killed so bad. I don't like that man whatsoever. And the fact that he still tries to contact me. Let's just say I'm gonna be happy when he dies alone. Because it's gonna happen and it'll be a blessing. Someone like him does not deserve good. And then it doesn't help that when I was finally picking up the pieces of Morgan and I was like, I'm gonna be mentally stable and focus on myself and just be single and celibate for a while. That's when I met the next guy who I still don't like saying the name of. And lo and behold, that was worse. I didn't know it could get worse than Morgan, but he somehow did worse. So you can see why I'm nervous to give a slightly overweight, broke white man a chance again. Because it's like, I'll put it this way. Slavery ended over 200 years ago. I don't, and Jim Crow as well, like, ended quite some time ago. I don't need broke white men fucking up my life and having a control over it unnecessarily. No, thank you. And at this point, a part of me is just like, okay, I could have him eat my pussy and then he might abandon me and just put me back in the slut box where his Madonna whore complex thinks that once he has sex with me, I'm no longer worthy of any sort of romance, wooing, or effort unless I were to dare to leave him. And then he might put in a little breadcrumb effort, or suddenly the chase starts again. Or, like, do I just stay down the path of being a Madonna for a dude who I'm not even sure I want a future with? Like, sure, I might have a future with. Like, trust me when I say it. It's not like he's actively ignoring me on purpose. He's only not talking to me because he's busy. We've been talking almost every day since we've met. He's a sweet guy. Like, he genuinely, and also he has pretty intense ADHD, so he has to lock in when he has to get down with his schoolwork or his classes. He's working on himself and he's doing well. And he's trying, you know? He's trying. He's not a bad guy so far. God damn it, my eyes hurt. I got hair gel in them. I'll probably wash my hair today. God damn, this burns. Let's just say he, I don't know, I feel like we're both in positions where we need to focus on upgrading our lives and not trying to get romantically intertwined. I get it, the idea of a relationship is cute, but deep down, I don't think I want one. I think he subconsciously wants one. I think I subconsciously want one. But it's like, I think that for so many reasons, we would not be ready for one. Because I know damn well I'm the type of person where I need therapy. And also, like, financial stability and consistency and more. And I don't want to rush into things, but I also don't want to take certain things slow. I want my pussy eaten. I want head from someone who won't hurt me. I don't know if he's that guy. And a part of me is like, what if I have sex with him in any single way? And just like that Michael guy who I was seeing who hyped up, like, ooh, we could travel together for our collective birthdays. We can go shopping for you. Da 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 da. You know, the guy who ate my pussy 37 times at least and then vanished. That was strange and hurtful and weird and annoying because it's like, sir, if, like, I don't know. And ironically, it's like, okay, sir, if the chase was over for you and you no longer saw me as some sweet Madonna worth entertaining, then at least we could have been whores with each other. Like, we could have just kept sucking and fucking. That would have been fine, but whatever. I don't know. It's layers to this shit. Let's just say, God, I really don't like dating men. Do I like dates? Yeah. Do I like men? I like dates. And he seems like a fun company, and I'd love to do more things with him. Like, you know, if anything, a concern of mine today was like if we were going to consider, like, we almost had plans to go out to this nice Italian place with this really, really, really fucking good pasta. And I still want to do that with him. I guess I'm worried that it's like if we did have a certain sexual dynamic that did start, what things would end. If we did have a romantic thing that started, what things would end. Because it's like I don't think he can give me what I want in terms of sexual and financial for romantic. So I think I should just keep him out of that, and I think we should just be a sexual dynamic. And I don't know how to directly communicate that with him, or if it's better not to think on it. I should probably directly communicate it with him because I know that with my regrets with the spa date guy Taylor, I regretted that I didn't at some point tell him, what are we? What do you plan to be? Are you looking for someone to date or to fuck consistently, or what's the vibe here? Because I remember with Taylor, if Taylor was just gonna be a whore for me, that was gonna be fine. But let's just say I don't like it when men start to hype up, oh yeah, we could go to this Giants game, we could do this type of date, I could take you to this restaurant, and start hyping up as if they're gonna see me again. When it's then deep down it's like, no, the high wore off. Now you want it to be some sort of one night stand, or even if you do want me romantically, you don't want the type of girl that talks to you every day or talks to you after you nut. Just ill. Sorry, I think I like mine obsessed with me. Or I'm not sorry about it at all. I love mine obsessed with me. Which is ironic because now here's a coat guy actually being like, hi, Tam. I found your social media, and sure, I could have just not looked at it, but I decided to learn about who you are as a person in any way I could. And holy shit, you're wild. And I like it, and he seems to like what he sees. I just worry that at some point I'm gonna get stale for him, and it's gonna hurt too much when he just decides that whatever interesting, sparkly thing he sees me as is not gonna be, is not gonna hold his interest as long as I would hope. And I want to learn how to handle being alone. I don't want to keep having my self worth or my life built on or around men and then they vanish and then everything crumbles apart. I'm trying to learn how to be independent. And I don't think it would be good if I kept getting romantically intertwined with this man. I shouldn't even be dating anybody. I think I just, what I know that what I want right now is consistent sex. And as for him, I don't know if that's what he wants. Maybe I'll have to have a discussion. All I know is I've been really stressed out lately. I've been upset. I've been horny. I've been happy. I've been sad, angry. I've been a lot of things. And a lot of people have been busting my balls, pissing me off, doing dumb shit. And what I really need is some good ass head and ideally some good company. And I don't know. I think the reason I feel so complex about it is because there are some moments in time where I meet people during flings who fell for me romantically and I fell for back just to get coldly abandoned because I guess, you know, they hyped up a romantic fantasy with me and then when it got too real, they backed out and tried to gaslight me into thinking it was my idea when they were the one who stacked the cars and the ones who knocked them over in the end. I hate those types of people. Ow, I just punched myself in the eye. God damn, how many times am I going to injure myself in one video? But then also with that Elliot guy, also known as Hay, but whatever, that Hay guy from February. With him, I remember it was like I liked him so much, and I think he actually did like me more than I realized. But clearly not enough if all it took was having sex with me for him to be all, oh god, look at me being a man having sex too soon. That kills the fun. It's like, what did he want me to do? Like, I'm sorry. It's like, I went to his place. He ate my pussy. We were there. Sex was had. It was amazing, and I loved it. He's number two on the list of like 51 people I've been with so far. God bless. Hell yeah, number two slot is great. But that man is a psycho in the bed. Like really, but it's so fucked up because it's like, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit there as he's grinding his penis on me, and as I'm the horniest I've been in my life after the best head in my life, and we're both stripped nude after like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of head, and I'm just supposed to be like, cool, nice, thank you, I'm gonna go home now. Call me an Uber and fuck off. Like, sorry, I wanted to have sex with you. You, what the fuck? I don't know. Men don't make sense to me with how they want to have sex with a woman and will pressure her at any turn any corner to have sex with them. But if a woman is actually willing and actually does, they subconsciously hate her for it because they want like a chase. They want like something that's really exciting and lasts. Even my buddy Seamus, he told me pussy that is hard to earn is a lot better than pussy easily gotten. And I have to say, a lot of these men have such barbarian and idiot mindsets. It's like, so let me get this straight. If I feed you a carrot, you're gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. But if I dangle a carrot in front of your face and say, here, little bitch boy, come here, little bitch boy, little pussy ass, little fucking ugly slut, then you're gonna be like, oh, yes, mommy, I'll give you what you want if you can one day give me the carrot. But deep down, you never want the carrot. It's supposed to be like some roadrunner in fucking, beep beep. What's the name of the bird? Who's Roadrunner? Coyote Ugly. Who's the coyote? The coyote that chases the Roadrunner bird. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Is it just supposed to be that, where I'm just supposed to run till the end of time, never getting what I desire, just constantly entertaining men and running away from them as they chase after me? Like, it's just shut the fuck up and eat my pussy. You know what I mean? Just make it easy. Eat my pussy and go find your fucking wife with some celibate bitch who is a Madonna who you're going to take years to fuck and give her the world, and then you're going to wonder why 40 years from now, or maybe even just a single year after you marry her, you're going to be like, wow, we have a dead bedroom. She doesn't fuck me whatsoever. Yeah, you should have gone for the bitches with high sex drives and huge loves in their heart, because they would have loved you forever and fucked you from day in and day out. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, men are terrible people. Disgusting. Anyway, I want my pussy eaten, and I guess deep down, I kind of get the feeling me and this guy won't work out anyway. Because, like I said, it wouldn't work romantically with him, it wouldn't work out financially, and, like, oh, shit, sorry, as I was saying, with the Elliot guy, I think Elliot did like me, but deep down, it's like, if sex was the thing that could ruin it, and, like, stop him from allegedly liking me after all those years, then it's like, fuck you, nigga. Like, get out of my face, you know what I mean? Because with him, it was like hella love bombing, hella obsession shit. It's like, yeah, like what was I supposed to do? Just keep him on his toes for the end of time until like what, maybe 9 dates in, he finally gets the gratification of sex with me? Like, just like, but then, funny enough, those same dudes who are like, I never want you to fuck me. I want you to fuck me, but deep down, I never want you to fuck me. If I say, cool, I'm not going to deal with you, and I'm going to go for the men who can be slutty and emotionally available, they're going to start crying and shit. Fuck, like, really, that is what happened with Hay. Like, I remember when Hay tried to accuse me of having romantic feelings for him, I said, fuck you, nigga. You got this shit twisted. I instantly met the German guy, Reuven, like, within 24 hours and got my pussy ate and had a nice little bond with that guy. Hell yeah, and it was great. We talked day in and day out. That shit was awesome. And then meanwhile, those same types of men that will be like, I want to fuck you, but you should never fuck me type energy. If you say, okay, then I guess we can date as I get some other dude on the side that eats my pussy, they will hate that too. They will fucking hate that. It pisses them off. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? Some of us have urges. Like, yeah, I was blessed with a high sex drive and a very high feisty libido and no gag reflex. I'm gonna have my fun. Fuck you, eat shit, and die. I don't know what you want me to say. But I also lose my mind when I do have sex with people. I get very attached with them and very tense. And I don't know, I guess my concern is like, what if this guy eats my pussy and then I never see him again and then I catch him out? on a date with somebody else who probably is gonna get more, like even more of the world or something. I don't know how to feel about that, but deep down it's like, hey, at least I got some bomb ass head and not any further strenuous mental games. You know what? That works for me. So anyway, deep down, I think my resolution to this video is I want some head, and I hope that maybe I'll just hit up the guy today, and I'll just be like, I'm feeling stressed out. I like you. Are you free tonight for pasta and head? I need to test the waters on if I can have a sexual dynamic. But I guess I have to think to myself, what would I do after that? Would I just block him? Would I let him know that I wouldn't talk to him for a few days? Would I ask him and request that he talk to me and risk putting my vulnerability out there just for it to fail, as it's always fucking failed? Because men are terrible at aftercare and consistently showing care after sex because of their weird Madonna whore complex brains and how they already got their needs fixed, so why do they need to make sure you feel safe after what they did to you? I hate it so much. Anyway, and if you're like, to me, why don't you date women? You don't seem to like men very much. Because someone said that somehow women breakups are more unnecessarily traumatic than men breakups, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that. Plus, not everyone has a nice pussy, not everyone has a nice body. And it's like, yeah, I'll put it this way, I go to strip clubs for a reason, baby. I don't want to touch pussy, and I don't want to have fucked up conversations. Just be naked in front of me, shake your ass, and I'll throw the dollars, and that's all that needs to happen. I like my arrangements simple. So yeah, and I guess I don't know what's gonna happen with this guy I'm seeing, but it would be nice if we could have a thing where it's like, all right, maybe we could be, he could just be like a friends with benefits on the side, so that I can focus on like painting, dancing, and my creative projects. And when I want have days like how it's been all week, where I'm just like thrashing around, ridiculously horny, 18 hours a day spent nothing but masturbating and sleeping, and I really need gratification, I can hit him up because he's close by. He will Uber me out there. We get some food, talk, probably have sex, and I can just allow myself the pleasure and the decency that I haven't been afforded in quite a bit of time. And in terms of aftercare, I guess just fingers crossed that nothing bad happens to me mentally. But even then, one of the first things I told him was how I have post sex psychosis, so let's just hope that he would have some sort of tolerance and decency towards me to not want that to happen. Just a simple hi, Timothy, hope you're okay. Checking on you. How are you doing today? Have you eaten yet? If you could do that for like a day or two after, that would be great. Because I have to monitor my emotions very closely, and I like feeling like I'm cared for. Anyway, thanks.